Incidents of history that sound too crazy to believe. History repeats itself, as they say, but not all incidents in history repeat. That's a good thing for those of us who live in the present, because the past is a veritable smorgasbord of the most bizarre, unseemly occurrences. Some of those were caused by natural agents like animals and volcanoes. Most, though, are the result of pure human silliness. Here are the craziest incidents in history. 1. In the 1904 Olympics marathon, the winner was disqualified for using a car to cover 11 miles. The person who came second collapsed at the finish line and was found to have used rat poison to get an energy boost. The Olympics is a sporting event of great import that is strictly regulated today, but that wasn't always the case. In 1904, competitors got away with more than you could imagine. The winner of the marathon that year was Fred Lors. He managed to finish the event with a time of 3 hours and 13 minutes. Although he was the first to cross the finish line, Lors was stripped of his medal after spectators reported seeing him hitch a car ride during the race. He was then banned for life by the Amateur Athletic Union. The man who came second that day, Thomas Hicks, who finished the race about 15 minutes after Lors. Hicks didn't cheat by the day's standards, but he was found to have taken doses of strychnine to keep his energy up. Today, strychnine is used as a pesticide, as well as to kill rats and birds. If Hicks were to try that today, he would be disqualified as well, too. When a railway line was being constructed in Uganda in 1898, 2 lions were responsible for curbing its progression by killing the construction company's employees at night. The final casualty count was found to be 135. In 1898, construction workers in Uganda were tasked with building a rail bridge over the Tsavo River. Things were going all fine and dandy until 2 lions showed up and decided they wanted to consume only human meat for a while. Estimates put the number of deaths that the man-eaters of Tsavo were responsible for as high as 135. The lions' reign of terror came to an end when Lt. Col. John Henry Patterson took things into his own hands and shot them both. He then sold them to the Field Museum in Chicago for a handy $5,000. The lions' stuffed bodies can be seen at the museum to this day. 3. In 452 Attila the Hun marched his army towards Rome after pillaging large parts of Germany, Greece, and Macedonia. He was met by Pope Leo I, who managed to convince the military leader to turn back without invading the region. Attila the Hun is known for a lot of things, but his compassion isn't one of them. There's a reason he was called the Scourge of God. However, there was a case when he relented to a plea for mercy. As Attila was entering Italy after successful conquests in Germany, Greece, and Macedonia, he was met by the venerable Pope Leo. The high priest made a passionate plea for mercy along with generously showered praises. The military leader was so impressed by the Pope's oratory that he ordered his army to turn back without doing to Rome what he had done to many other parts of the world. For Simeon the Stylite was a 5th century monk who gained popularity for spending 37 straight years on top of a pillar located in modern-day Syria. He would sustain himself with food given to him by boys who would climb up the pillar to deliver parcels. Simeon was a monk who was expelled from his monastic community for being excessively austere. Even so, the former shepherd was known to be a miracle worker and was quite in demand from people looking for a miracle. Simeon grew so tired of the constant requests for divine intervention that he decided to spend a significant portion of his life atop a pillar located near Aleppo. The structure started off at 6 feet and was then rebuilt to a height of 50 feet. His devotees would carry food and water up to him using a ladder built against.
Subscribe now.